So, a video that I was working on is going to be my first video, talking about um, my experience doing full time clothing selling, and how it went and everything that was good and bad, and all the things that I did right and wrong. I was working on that, and it got deleted. Um, and I was like editing and doing all that extra stuff, and it just disappeared out of my editing software. So I think it was a sign that for my first video, it should be not as extra as I wanted it to be, because I think that for a first video, it doesn't need to be anything special, more so than just trying to get the first upload done. So this is me really annoyed, but maybe just it's a sign for me just to record a long shot video and just talk and just upload it. So I started reselling clothes about 3 years ago when I was 18. I started selling Japanese designer like Undercover, Number 9, and Capital, and I knew being within clothing was the thing that I knew I wanted to be a part of. I There's not very much things that I liked or that I was good at, and clothing was something that I felt very connected to and was so happy to find something that I actually liked. So I moved from my hometown of Dallas to Portland and pursued that goal. I was building up a collection of items that I really loved, and I sold on Grailed and was very consistent on it. Um, and I also had a job working a streetwear store here in downtown Portland, and it was really good. There was a lot of consistency, and I was very, very happy for what I was able to do. Um, Eventually, that streetwear store shut down, and me living by myself and not having any support, and the clothing not being able to pay for my expenses and living to the fullest, I was like, okay, I need to get another job. And that's what I did. I got a job at a coffee shop, and it was cool. I mean, I was getting paid more than I ever have at any job, which is very few, but it was cool. And I mean, I was interested in learning the art of coffee. But eventually, I was like, this isn't what I'm passionate about. I wanted to do clothing. And I decided to quit that job and try to do my clothes full time. Um, and it's been a year, and I am at a stage where I have to kind of restart. I am 21 now, and am going to be moving back home to Dallas because I cannot afford I can't afford to live on my own anymore. Um, and I think about this, and I wanted to share this and put it out there about how moving forward, and even what I should have done was firstly be consistent. Like, I felt I wasn't as consistent as I should have been, um, and it really did not help me at all, especially working for yourself. Consistency is like the biggest thing that you have to do, and build a routine. I did not have a routine. I would sleep in, I would not have any sort of schedule down, and kind of was freeballing it. It wasn't anything, it wasn't what you need to be doing. You need to have a schedule and a routine, especially if you're working for yourself, and especially if you're trying to look for items to sell on a day-to-day basis. And I did not have that routine, which thankfully now, again, these are things that I've slowly learned and adopted and will continue to push on to my life and to continue my passion. And thirdly, the aspect of money. Money was a thing of you need it to survive, but I didn't want to keep just forcing survival, but I wanted to actually have some sort of like, growth in, I guess, finance, maybe, or just have like some sort of thing showing me like I was actually on the right track. And it has been a struggle not knowing where my finances were and where my finances are, to where it's been a drag. It's been a drag all year. But this time around, moving back home, I wanted to firstly try something new to incorporate into what I do, and maybe even have it be a thing of like holding oneself accountable, by recording a video and being like, hey, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do, you know, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, with all those three things that I've learned the hard way, I will be taking those things, moving home, and trying to start over, which is not bad, it's not good, but it's a learning experience. And we all have to go through them to try and be a better version of ourselves. So, um, I know this was kind of really rushed and there was a lot said, but I think that it was just a sign with the video just to kind of record something, put something out there, and just kind of get started. Not think too much about it, just record it and see where it goes. Um, ThriftCon is around the corner here in Portland, and I will still be here in Portland for that, so I really do want to try and record something there and put that out there. So hopefully in the next few weeks there will be another video surrounding ThriftCon. But first video, I hope there was something that you could take away from it, and I hope that anybody who watches likes. But yeah, this is my first video. Thank you. Peace.